caution, don't cut, keep in, 170, widens. 2 right.
Hey guys, Will here. So Assetto Corsa Rally has arrived. Now this came out of pretty much nowhere. Yeah, it was only announced what seems like a couple of weeks ago, and so, yeah, here we are. So they sent me through a review code. I've been using it for 4 or 5 days at this point, so a good number of hours sunk into the game. And I certainly have some thoughts. Before we jump into the car today, first off, straight off the bat, I want to let you guys know that this is nowhere near as accessible a title as EA Sports WRC or Dirt Rally 2. Much more difficult to drive, much more complex physics. And it's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of force feedback, which does make it at this point that we're making this video quite difficult to drive, as you're going to see in today's video. You're definitely going to see me struggling to get the car around in this video. And I've left all that there intentionally because I want you guys to understand this isn't something that you're just going to be able to jump into and be a hero straight away. It is a pretty steep learning curve. I still haven't quite wrapped my head around it. But anyway, let's strap on the good old helmet cam, jump in the triple 65-inch 4K motion rig, and do some driving. I'll talk a little bit during the driving, and then we'll wrap things up with my first impressions at the end of the video.
All right. 4, 3, 2.
Probably starting first gear might be a good idea.
Go.
Although we do wheel spin instantly.
Over crest, into 2 right,
okay.
tightens, 40, kinks, into 5
now
left,
this is
over
extremely
crest,
difficult.
5 right, 40. Brake, 5 right, tightens.
As hopefully I'll be able to give you a sense for now.
4 left, opens,
rally driving in real life
4 right.
is also very difficult. I have actually done a little bit of it about
Over crest,
probably 10 years ago now.
Opens,
I'm certainly not
60.
an experienced rally driver or anything like that, but I have actually spent a little bit of time in a rally
6
car
right, 50.
at rally school many years ago. So
4 left, tightens 3, over crest.
I've got an idea
very
of
long, don't cut,
what the
locks
sensations are like. But I'm going to let you just
4
watch
right,
for now.
tightens, into 3 left, over crest.
See what you guys think, and then I'll sort of talk a little bit more about
And
how
5
I
right,
think it
kinks.
drives.
Into 4 left.
When we
short,
wrap things
don't
up at the
cut,
end.
70. 5 left, 50. 6 left, over crest.
Because the
into
level of
5 right
concentration
long,
that's
40.
necessary is so high I can't really talk and drive.
Brake, 3 left, into 2 right, 200, over crest. 3 left, into sudden on right. 4 left,
Hook the back
narrows,
around.
into 3 right, 60, over crest. 4 right, tightens, into dip, 80. 5 left, into 3 right, over crest, 80, keep left. 6 left, long. Into 5 left, 50, over bumps, 6 left, keep in. Caution, kinks, over bumps, into
Whoa.
5 left, 40. 1 right. And 2 left, short, 40. Flat right. Into 4 right, keep in, and 5 left, 40. 5 right, 100.
Whoa, watch the bump.
3 right, tightens. And 4 left.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
5 left, short, over crest, into 4 right, and 5 left, into 4 right, and
Oh, look out,
4
buddy.
right, into 2 left, tightens. And kinks, 80. 3 right long, opens, crest, and 4 right very long, into 3 left, tightens. 5 right, into 4 left, over crest, into 3 right, keep in, 100. 5 left, and kinks 60. 4 right, tightens 3, late 40. Kinks. Into 3 left long, tightens.
Surviving. Whoa.
Finish.
No, 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 no. Don't die now. Don't die now. Oh, boy. So close to the end, too. Oh, boy. How embarrassing. We were so close to the finish, too. Try not to roll the car. Oh, boy. This is how difficult it is. All right, we made it. Wow. I was doing, well,
Slowing
relatively
and stop
speaking, I was
partials.
doing so well up until the end there too. All right, let's roll through the finish here and let's have a go at dirt in the dry next. All right, let's stage up again. Did notice that the dash isn't working, which something they'll need to look at. Not sure what that's all about. Also am noticing that I don't have a marshal in front of me. What do I do here? Oh, okay.
5, 4,
All right, minor
3,
details. Let's go.
2, 1. Go, 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 go. 2 left, long, opens,
All right.
and 3 right, over crest, 40. 6 right, and kinks. Into 6 right, 40. 4 left, long, over crest. Brake, into 3 left, tightens, 90.
She slides.
Kinks, over crest.
She definitely
narrows.
slides.
Into 6 left, long, 80.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
3 right, caution,
Just
don't cut, keep
very
in. 170, widens.
Different from what you'd be used to if you're
2
an
right,
avid
don't cut.
EAWRC or
And
Dirt
3 right.
Rally 2 player. Now, I
And
don't have
4
any of the
long,
driving
100.
assists turned on. I did find that it kind of
6
just
left,
keeps on,
100
if you have traction
over
control and
crest.
it just bounces off it constantly.
6 right, long,
Which
40. Brake, 5
I guess
right,
it probably would do in
50.
real life if it had
2
traction
right,
control,
long,
but
opens,
I don't know, I've never
don't
driven
cut.
a rally car with traction control, so I don't know.
And 5 left,
But-
short. Into 2 left, long.
You can
tightens
see
late.
just how difficult it is.
And 2 right, 60.
Which I think is a good thing. It definitely makes the game less accessible. It's not something that you can just jump in and be a hero straight away, which I think EAWRC and Dirt Rally to some
Caution,
extent
4 left,
kind of
long,
maybe
tightens,
was a
keep
little bit
in,
too forgiving
50.
in some ways.
Crest, 40.
But there's definitely a
4
big
left,
separation
over crest,
between
and sudden 5 right,
what I feel like the
short,
physics is
130,
trying to
go
do.
straight. 50.
which I actually think is very
Brake, 4 left,
realistic. The amount of
tightens,
sliding
100.
and the way the car grips and loses traction and
head
everything is
right.
quite realistic. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not die. Let's not die. Let's not die. But trying to get back on track here. All right. But the way that
5
the
right,
car
long.
communicates it through the force feedback
And kinks over crest
is
into
very
6
much
right, long,
lacking.
60.
Now, I have
6
experimented with
left,
multiple
into
wheelbases
5
already
right, go
before
right,
filming this,
into
and
5
spent
right,
quite a bit
keep
of
in,
time
and
experimenting with
kinks,
settings, and I
60.
just can't get it to give me a good sensation
Caution,
of
2 left, short,
where the
don't
grip
cut,
is. So
and 4 right, very long,
the transition
40.
of grip and everything
5 left, 40. 4 right, tightens,
in terms of the
and
physics is
4 left,
very
long,
good,
don't cut.
but I just don't feel the communication in the steering wheel, so I can't feel instinctively
Four left.
when the car is sliding, when it's
And
gripping, where
4
that
right,
grip
over
is.
crest, go straight,
Which is
40,
making it
5
very,
left,
very
and
difficult to drive,
5
as you
right,
can
long,
see.
130.
Now, I'm
6
sure I
left,
would
keep
over
out,
time kind of
70. Flat left,
adapt to it,
70.
but as I said, I've been
Caution,
driving for a good
kinks,
number of days
over
now,
crest, into 2 left.
and I still haven't really
And
been
2
able
right
to
opens,
get
go
myself
right.
dialed in.
5 right, long, opens,
Obviously, talking and driving doesn't make it much easier,
40. 5 right, short, 130.
but graphically it looks really nice.
5
Not a
right,
massive
keep in.
step up from
80.
EAWRC or Dirt Rally 2, but I think it is
5 right.
an improvement.
And 6 left into 5 right.
There's no
short,
dust in the mirrors,
60.
which I noticed. And I
Two
do
left
have everything
opens,
set to ultra.
150.
The mirror refresh rate is also very slow, in case you didn't notice. Whoop. It's just so hard. And I don't think it's hard because the
60.
physics is difficult.
Hairpin right,
It's just
80.
the force feedback just isn't communicating what the car's doing. Like, I just don't have any...
Hairpin left, 50. Five left.
Like there, for example, I had no... Like, I mean,
Five
obviously
right,
the wheel's
into
rotating
4
with the car.
left, short. Into
But it just
3
didn't-
right, finish.
I couldn't feel the transition between oversteer, understeer, anything like that.
Slowing, stop the marshals.
So anyway, let's try some road surface now. See what that feels like, because that's definitely something that was lacking majorly in EA WRC and Dirt Rally 2. All right, let's stage up here one last time. Now I'm going to keep my mouth shut this time. I want you to just pay attention to the steering inputs, what the force feedback's doing, how I'm kind of fighting and wrestling with the car versus the attitude of the car. I think that's going to articulate what's going on better than I can with words while I'm driving, and then we'll come back at the end and
5,
wrap everything up
4,
with my first
3,
impressions
2,
overall.
1, go. 5 right and 5 left long, 130. 6 right, short, don't cut, 150. 6 right, don't cut, 50. 6 left long, 80. 6 right long and 6 left. Caution. 3 right into 2 left tightens, don't cut. 5 right, 50. 3 left, opens, long, don't cut, 40. 6 right, over crest, into 5 left, long, over, jump maybe, caution. 6 right, tightens late.
All right, this is where it starts to get tricky.
Over crest, don't cut, into square left, don't cut. 200. Kink
All right,
left,
third of the way
into
there.
4 right, don't cut. 40. Kink right, into 3 left, short, and sudden. 4 right opens, 50. Caution, brake, 5 left, over crest, into, hairpin right, tightens late. 60.
Come on, pull it up. All right. Well, we didn't fall off a cliff.
4 right,
That's one thing.
tightens, 50. 4 left, very long,
Forgot
don't
about
cut.
that hairpin.
Kink right, and 4 left, and 6 right, short. Caution, 2 left, tightens, small cut, keep in, 100. Kinks, over crest, 70.
Listen to the tires as well.
Kinks, caution, brake, 5 right tightens, into, sudden, tight hairpin left. 40, over crest. 2 right, long, opens, 60.
All right, getting into the
4
real
right,
twisty stuff
bad
now.
camber, and 5 left long, 60. Kink right, into 4 left long, tightens late, don't cut.
Whew.
Caution, bad camber. 3 right long, 100. 6 left, and 5 right long, 100. Flat left, into dip, 80, over bumps.
Look out, buddy.
Caution, 4 left, and 4 right, don't cut. Flat left, long. Caution, 3 left, don't cut. And
Don't
sudden,
cut,
3
don't
right,
cut.
keep in, 60.
Where are we
5
going?
left,
This way.
very long, tightens
Whoa.
4, over crest, 80. Finish.
Oh, we made it.
Slowing, 4 right, tightens.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow.
Stop the marshals.
All right. So let's jump out now and yeah, let's wrap things up with some first impressions. Okay, so I've had some time to sort of mull everything over and think things through. What are my first impressions? So First of all, I'm just really happy to have a proper rally title that actually supports triple screen configurations properly. That's always been the main reason why I haven't spent a lot of time in other rally games. I absolutely love rally games, but I just haven't spent much time there because it just doesn't really work very well in this crazy rig. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, although you probably don't have crazy rigs like we do here, have been frustrated by the lack of triple screen support. So AC Rally, triple screen support, already a big thumbs up from me. But look, it's, as I was saying in the video, it is a bit of a mixed bag. There definitely are some things that do need to be fixed. I don't know whether there's going to be a day one patch that will fix some of the things that we saw in this video, but yeah, things like the dashboard not working correctly. I would really love the ability to hide the UI as well for like hardcore mode. So hopefully that's something that will happen. In AC Evo, you can't hide the elements, but you can actually drag them around. So I can just kind of drag them out of the field of view. But yeah, apart from a couple of sloppy bugs like characters popping up as you saw, dash not working properly and so forth, I didn't run into any major bugs whatsoever. Performance was pretty good, didn't have any crashes. I was running the graphics absolutely cranked up here. So I was only getting about 65 frames per second across triple 4K resolution. So, you know, the performance does seem to be pretty good here, about on par with what I'm getting out of AC Evo, depending on the environment. Obviously, if you've got rain and fog and dust and lots of trees around you, it does slow down quite a bit. But I don't think most people that have a, you know, pretty modern sim racing PC are going to have too many dramas. But look, there's going to be plenty of other reviews that will cover, you know, what's included in the title and so forth. So I'm not going to get into that. I want to focus here on the driving experience. And as I was saying, it is a bit of a mixed bag. So I feel like the moment I jumped in the car, I just felt completely disconnected. I had no idea what was going on. And I tried to sort of cast my mind back to my somewhat limited rally experience many, many years ago. And remembering how the car actually feels when you're turning, when you're starting to sort of slide across the surface of the dirt and so forth. And look, there isn't a whole lot of sensation in the steering when you're doing those things, but you do feel through the seat of the pants, you know, what the car's doing. The car's communicating to you in a lot of ways that don't involve the steering wheel. So they're definitely up against it in trying to make the thing drivable, but also realistic using only a steering wheel. Now, we don't have working motion or anything like that yet. And, you know, the majority of people don't have motion rigs anyway. So you shouldn't need to have to rely on motion to be able to drive the thing. So yeah, I was giving it quite a bit of thought and analysis and sort of trying to differentiate between what was actually lacking in the force feedback versus what you would actually expect to feel through the steering wheel on a car that's driving on dirt or, you know, wet roads and so forth. And yeah, look, I do feel like there are some elements that are lacking in the force feedback, even when you sort of exclude the whole seat of pants feel, which is the most important thing for rally driving. And, you know, it comes down to the approach here. Now, do you take the approach of trying to make the steering wheel feel as realistic as it possibly can? Or do you try to develop a game that gives you the feeling that you need to feel through the wheel to actually get a sense of what the car's doing? And I feel like at the moment, maybe it's a little bit too far on the realism side. That's, you know, without the seat of the pants feel, it just does become very difficult to drive. But that being said, you know, that not everybody's going to feel that way about it. So, you know, obviously I'm not a super experienced rally driver and I'm going to be really interested to see what people that have a lot more experience than I do have to say about this title. But yeah, to me at least, the force feedback just does feel somewhat disconnected from the title. It feels quite similar to Dirt Rally 2 in terms of textures and things like that. You don't get a lot of detail in the track surface, but you just don't feel the tires sort of, you know, skimming across the surface of the dirt and then digging in as you start to grip up. You just don't get a lot of sensation of that transition between oversteer, understeer, sliding, gripping up, and so forth. And in lieu of any sort of seat of pants feel, that does make it difficult to drive. So I do feel like some tweaking is necessary, or at least some options there to change the approach to the force feedback to hopefully dial in and make it a little bit more accessible, because I do think this is going to be a title a lot of people are going to jump in and get very frustrated with how difficult it is straight away. Now, you know, again, if you want realism, my personal belief is that rally drivers are actually the most talented drivers on the planet. I look at what they do and I just think it's absolutely nuts. But to get back to the point here, I think the underlying physics behind the force feedback is actually really good. When you sort of start to wrap your head around what the car's doing and drive it from what you're seeing rather than what you're feeling through the wheel, it does all start to gel and start to make sense. And one of the complaints that I've had about EA Sports WRC and Dirt Rally 2 over the years has been that there is just too much grip on loose surfaces. You can brake way too late. You don't sort of slide across the surface if you lock up and just, you know, go skimming off the edge of a cliff like you do in AC Rally. So I think it's a lot more realistic in that sense. You do at least see the car sort of moving around and reacting to what's going on a lot more, particularly on road surfaces. Road surfaces is something that really did lack a lot in EA Sports WRC and Dirt Rally 2, and that is a lot better here. The force feedback felt a lot more intuitive on road surfaces, to me at least, than it did on dirt. I could, get a good sensation of when the car was moving sideways, the steering would rotate accurately. So if you're like me, not a particularly talented rally driver, you are going to be facing quite a steep learning curve here. I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. Rally driving is difficult, but if you're looking for a title that you can just jump in and be a hero immediately without any learning curve, this probably isn't the title for you. You are going to be quite frustrated, and yeah, that was certainly the experience that I had as well. But fundamentally, I think that it does have an awful lot of potential. If they can get the force feedback dialed in a little bit more to give a little bit more sensation of what the car's doing underneath you. But yeah, I'm really happy to see another rally title that sits more on the simulation side than the Simcade and arcade side. So yeah, thumbs up from me, but definitely not going to be for everybody. But I hope this has helped you out, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm really keen to see what other people's take is on this, particularly those who have more rally experience than I do, because they may have a very different opinion from me. So yeah, have fun, guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.